That's our intro. The Leaning Towers of Pizza.
Pizza sounds good.
Right? Cool.
Oh wait, I gotta move this back a little bit because I'm
What were we doing? Mine or yours?
yours.
All right. So I gotta ask y'all watching this video. Hey, welcome, Night Owls.
We're the Night Owls.
Welcome, my sexy, sultry owls of lovebirds.
Hoo-doo.
So, has anybody seen those videos of UFOs being followed by jets? Have you seen it? By jet planes of the United States military chasing, like, here's the UFO and here's the jet, and then they're just like neck and neck. Like, it's on Instagram. There's a bunch of videos all over the place of jets following UFOs.
I've not seen any of these.
Oh man, you gotta Instagram that shit. Oh yeah. Now I don't know if it's photoshopped. Some of it looks pretty. I mean, it looks pretty good. Bottom line is, what's going on out there? You got submersible UFOs. You got UFOs in the sky. The conspiracy theory is going to be that the world is going to be hit by some UFO invasion, and we won't go there. But anyway,
I did hear about the conspiracy theory with the
don't do it.
direct energy weapons and the UFO holograms and shit.
Yeah, but
I did hear that one.
don't go too deep now. We don't want to get Clintonized. But anyway, so long story short, these videos coming out from Texas. What's that place?
Stephenville, Texas.
Steppenville. You stepping? But anyway, so you got your ships coming over.
Wait,
there.
I think if you step in Texas, it's got to be more of like a.
Yeah, but I ain't got no boots.
Cause you're doing
You
the
ain't no
cowboy.
boots. Yeah, so
You be on the saddle all day.
no,
doing
the horse hit a bump.
the cowboy.
Horse hit a bump. But them ships, they're up in the sky now. Actually, I saw one today that had lightning coming out that bitch. It was coming down like some lightning, like hitting the ground, like lightning and stuff. Like, how does that even happen?
Like some sort of a weapon?
I don't know if it was a weapon because I didn't hear no death count. But all I gotta say is that, like,
Oh, today in Texas.
ooh, here we go.
Okay,
You heard something.
today in Texas, there was a huge chemical explosion at a chemical plant.
What a coincidence. Okay.
They did not say at all what caused it, if it was an accident or if it was terrorism or anything
hold
like
on.
that. There's been a lot
You
of
talking about the
speculation.
black fog plume of smoke that came out of
It
whatever?
was like near Houston. I forget the name of the
Yeah.
town, but it was like outside of Houston. It happened today, like around like noon today.
the
Something
plume
like
of
that.
smoke thing?
There was a huge explosion, and there's this crazy black cloud that's all the chemicals from the chemical plant exploding.
All I gotta say is everybody watching this video.
Run.
I feel like if you
Right? I mean, like, if you
if
think
you
about
live
it.
in Texas near Houston, you might want to check out the wind condition. I'm serious. You might want to check out the wind conditions.
Yeah, if you got
And
some
see
weird.
if you in scope, because if that shit blow over, I don't know what kind of chemicals it was. I don't know much about it other than a chemical plant. Another one today in Texas.
Wait,
blew up.
do you see a trend in the trains?
Oh yeah,
A trend in the trains, chemical plants,
food processing.
whatever
plants.
that nuclear explosion looked like in Texas today, because I saw that on video, like the plume of smoke.
That shit was big.
Something ain't making sense here.
Shit was big.
So all I gotta tell you, if you live near train tracks, chemical plants, you gotta move.
Another thing about reason you might not want to live on train tracks, because
I can't wait.
couple times in my life I lived on train tracks,
Oh,
and there's one spot in
like how close to the
in
train
New
tracks?
York, like there was my house,
Yeah.
and then the next house, and then the train tracks.
Oh, that close?
So when the train went by, it was like in your living room. But you know, like honestly, after living there for a few months, like every time the train went by, me and my wife would be like, "Train!" And then after like a few months, you stop realizing it because you just get used.
You get used to it. Just like me, like right behind my house is the fire department. And when we first moved in here, it was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, I could see.
I don't even know what's happening right now. My neighbor's like, "Do you hear those sirens?" I'm like, no. I got hurricane windows. So
You can't hear him? So
I can't hear shit.
So when the train would go by, it would rattle the house a little bit. And there was one time we got hit.
That's some Bronx shit.
We got hit with like a minor earthquake, and I thought it was a train.
Where is that at?
In New York. We got hit with a tiny little earthquake.
A little tremor.
A little tremor. And
shaky.
And a picture shook and fell off the bookcase.
That was about it.
And I thought
imagine California.
I thought the train went by.
They're like, "Oh shit, that building."
No, but that was it was like.
Oh, you thought the train went by?
I thought the train went by. I was like, oh, and then Dana calls me and she's like, "Yo, did you know that New York just got hit with an earthquake?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And
is that what happened?
She's like, "Did you feel it?" And I was like, "Oh, well, now that you mention it, a picture fell over and the house shook a little bit, but I just thought it was the train passing by. I don't know."
You couldn't even appreciate the earthquake because you didn't even know it was an earthquake.
So another thing about train tracks that a lot of people might not realize is the reason that you might not want to live on train tracks is because there's a lot of mice and rats that live on train tracks.
Is that true?
So, you know, like if you live on the train tracks or the second house away, like I was.
How does that happen?
We had these mice that would find their way. They'd come in through the back of our kitchen cabinets. And I'd open up the thing and it'd be like a little mouse.
A little smiley ass mouse?
Yeah.
Because of the train tracks.
It was like, so when I fell down the flight of steps back in 2018.
Well, please elaborate. Because
so we had
interested now.
We had these mice in my kitchen. Right? And I set up these no-kill traps for them.
That's your problem. That's your first problem.
So, no, they work good. You just got to remember to check them because
escape.
If you find out you have something in it because you can smell it, it wasn't a no-kill trap.
No-kill mouse traps.
So
let's just avoid these.
So I set the no-kill trap in my kitchen cabinet, and I worked out of my apartment. Me and my assistant were working, and I heard something, and I checked.
My penis.
So I heard something. I checked the cabinet and I checked the trap, and there was two little tiny mice in it. So I was like, "All right."
You felt bad.
You need to bring them away from there because it like more than 2 miles away. Because if you don't, they make their way back. Like that's the thing.
2 miles?
I think it's 2 miles. It might have been like 3 or 4.
Somebody structured a 2 mile radius for removing mice away from the initial point of contact.
Because otherwise they find their way back to their like nest.
Really?
Yeah.
And they had a nest in your cabinets.
Not in my cabinets, but either in my backyard or maybe in the back, maybe in the downstairs apartment in the wall, or maybe they were just coming from the train tracks. I don't know. But it was like an ongoing thing where I had these mice. So I was like, all right, I got these mice. I got to bring them to the park, like down a ways away. So I was taking them to Eisenhower Park to release them.
Look at my face.
And I'm wearing This is why I stopped wearing flip-flops. I will never wear flip-flops again for the rest of my life. I had the upstairs apartment.
You got traumatized.
So when I got the mice in this hand, right?
Oh, no,
and I step out going down the steps, and my assistant's coming down behind me.
Yeah.
And my flip-flops went down the stairs like skis.
Yeah,
you like, just... And on my elbows, I broke my elbow. Yeah, that shit sucked.
Was that bad?
What stopped me from falling
was the mouse?
Was the front door.
Oh.
I went all the way down the entire...
If the door was open, you would have been skiing down your front lawn?
If the door was open, I would have been through glass.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
But the door was closed, so I hit the door. The door stopped
the lawn right here.
And I was holding the mice up like this. Like as I'm going down.
You still saved the mouse?
The mice were fine. So as soon
Homie
as,
right here
as
is a
soon
mouse
as I
champion.
slammed into the door, I sprung up and I ran onto the front lawn and I just laid down
Yo, if
because
he
I didn't know if I was okay or not.
if he goes to Disney, Mickey giving him 50% off.
It's expensive as fuck now. I hope Mickey hook it up. So anyway, my assistant was right behind me. He was like, "Man, I saw you start to go down." He was like, "And all I
trying to say
he was like, all I just saw was just dreadlocks flying through the air. Like
I was like full thrust.
oh, I went down. I broke my elbow. I fucked up my neck. Like it was
Damn.
yeah, like it sucked. And then I brought the mice to the park, released them, and got home and didn't move for like 4 days.
So let me just say this. This man is a humanitarian. He saved the mouse, broke his collarbone, his dreadlocks got scarred, and he released them in a park, broken and busted. And that's us. Because you know why? We ain't got shit.